In today's Parent Talk video, we're going to talk about
how to get your kids to listen.
Let's get started. If this is your first time checking out our videos and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.
Don't forget to hit the bell right next to the subscription button. So first, I think there are some things that we should consider when our child's not listening, especially if we know they typically are good listeners or don't give us a hard time. So the first three things I think of is, okay, are they hungry? Is something going on with them, maybe at school? And are they sick? Because when those three things are going on with us, it's hard for us to listen and be in a good mood and all that. So it's important that although we sympathize with our child, if any of those things are bothering them, that we also get them to understand that they have to respect us and listen to us whether they feel like it or not.
And sure, we're not professionals at this at all. I mean, this is just based off of our own experiences for these next top 5 things that we're going to talk about. So, and if you guys have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, make sure you put it in the comments below for the entire community of Parent Talk, okay?
Alright, so if your child is having a hard time not listening and none of those things are bothering them, they're not hungry, they're not dealing with something, they're not sick, then what I do is I reevaluate the situation. I think to myself, okay, am I not being consistent with disciplining? The second tip that I have is, are you staying calm when trying to get their attention? Because when we get excited, they get excited, and at that point we're both not really listening to one another at all.
I think that standing over the top of them and trying to be the boss is not really the best thing, because it gets them scared into not listening. I think that getting at their level, maybe bending down and getting their level and saying, hey, I really need you to do this, that actually might help as well.
My third tip is to play a game. Come up with either a scenario or a game that gets them to hear your voice, know your voice, and respond to your voice as quick as possible. I know Derek does kind of like a boot camp game type thing, to where they have to respond very quickly.
We have a lot of fun with right face, left face, stuff you would see people do in the military, following orders and commands and listening, and they get rewarded for it too as well at the end. And this helps them, I think, focus on who you are, your voice, and how to listen to you. Now, if you're not into the boot camp thing, that's fine. You can do other things such as like Simon Says. You can do Simon Says. You can do red light, green light games. You can play those games as what you probably played when you were a kid, and this actually helps them to start listening as well. Tip number 4. All right, so make sure that you're giving your child a request, and when you give them a request, have them repeat the request back to you. I think that this helps to let them acknowledge you on your request, and then it also helps them retain what you said. For example, for Isaac, when I have him go get the trash cans from the end of the road, bring them up to the house, and then take the trash from inside the house out to the trash cans, those are very repetitive steps that he has to know. So I asked him to repeat that to me, and if he can repeat it, then it's going to retain in his mind, and then he'll be able to follow through with that order or that request.
Alright, and tip number 5 is to make sure that when we see that our kids are making improvement, that you verbally reward them or compliment them. So it's that little boost, that little encouragement of, oh, mom recognized that I'm trying. Because as parents, we demand a lot from our kids sometimes, and we just need to make sure that we're given at least a verbal reward of some sort. Let us know your tips and what you do to get your kids to listen, how you reward them. I know the best reward is rewarding them with our time.
Alright homies, we'll catch you later on the next vlog.
Bye, 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 bye.